You know, the subject of finance is really important in our lives because there isn't a day goes by that you and I don't need money. And quite frankly, many times we need more money than what we have. So what's the proper use of our money and how should we handle our money? I'm one of those people who believes that life begins with God. In the beginning, God, way back in the book of Genesis, before there was ever a sun, moon, stars, before there was ever a universe, a planet Earth, or a man, or a woman, or families, or a church. In the beginning, God. And God literally says, the whole earth is mine. Everything therein is mine. All they that dwell in it, they are mine. And he turns right around and he lays out a system, what I call biblical economics. A system of biblical economics whereby you and I may thrive, no matter what it is that we're making as far as life. I tell people all the time, there are people who come to me for budgeting information and want to know how to get out of debt. And we do that a lot at the church. Every single year we do our best to teach people how to get out of debt, how to pay off your debt. And there's a simple method for doing that. And we teach them to budget and we teach them to tithe and to give. The only place God used, to my knowledge, from the original language of Hebrew in the Old Testament, the word prove, is in Malachi chapter 3 and verse 10. Bring all the tithe into the storehouse and prove me now herewith, if I will not open the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, you shall have a difficult time receiving. When we get over into Luke's gospel, he says, God will bless us, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running together, shall men pour into your bosom. God is able to bring money to you. The problem God has is getting it through you. He wants to bless you. He wants to give to you, but he wants you to acknowledge that the tithe is his. What is the tithe? It's the 10th of your income. That's not mine. I know that. It's God's. So I release that back to God. Quite frankly, before I even get my check, my tithe goes into the kingdom, and then I give offerings besides that. I've never given just the minimum, the 10%. I've always given more than the 10% because I believe that he's the God that's more than enough. So listen to what he says. Prove me. Put me to the test. Check me out. See if my word doesn't work in your life. I tell you right now, you should put God to the test. I'm not asking you to come here and tithe. If God tells you to do that, fine. But I'm telling you, start sowing into the kingdom of God. Give God what's his, the 10th. Prove him. Watch him come through for you.